EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Prescott now on second down. Completes it right side to Cooper. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They're taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Kamara there with a 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
In on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. His throw is going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
And I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. Here's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quicker.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 35 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off for the long touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
42-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Kamara, the ball.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Saints 3.
On second down, Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 22. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They're not happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Big play there. 74 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Saints 13, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Prescott. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running with Kamara. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 59 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Point conversion.
Here's Jones. From the ground, he'll throw. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Taken from about the 12. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Prescott on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Prescott from the gun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Prescott now. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Again, it's Kamara. And some room to work. Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Swing into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Neville Gallimore in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
Will Lutz.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one good.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw is Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And bulldozing his way through. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Balaj. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Jonathan Hankins.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Saints 31. Cowboys.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll find Lamb. That's complete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Prescott to throw it. Right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Here's Prescott. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
25 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up second.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
28-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. The tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And 5.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Cowboys.
Throwing. Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
And it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Dallas.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Kamara, the ball.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 10-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you start on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.